In today's video, we're going to go over another gun versus guide, and in today's video, we're going to compare the Heartbreaker and the Augewehr. So let's get started. First part of this video is we're going to go over the stats of each gun individually, and then we're going to compare them. Then we're going to go over a 1v1 using these guns. We'll go over some skins, and we'll go over everything that you would need to know. So the first gun we're going to go over is the Heartbreaker. Now the Heartbreaker is a primary weapon. It is a semi-auto and a safety fire mode, and it has 200 meter range. Its fire rate is 5.95 rounds per second, and it takes sights, tacticals, grips, and also barrels. As for recoil, the horizontal goes from 0.25 to 0.5, and as for vertical, it goes from 4 to 5. As for damage, this gives 44 to the head, 32 to the spine, and 24 to the arms and to the legs when it comes to player damage. And this does take multiple different magazines. It takes military drums, military magazines, military fragmentation magazines, military tracer, and Augewehr ammunition. Now this can be found mostly in Washington, and it mainly can be found in military areas such as Olympia Military Base, Paradise Point, and also military tunnels, the crashed helicopter, and in Seattle. And on other maps, this can be found from airdrops. It also does spawn on Germany from military zombies as well. As for the barrels that this takes, it does take military barrels, such as military barrels, military muzzles, and military suppressor. And it also does take the makeshift muffler. Next, let's go over to the AUG. Now, the AUG is also a primary weapon, and it does take semi-auto and safety fire modes. It does have 200 meter range, and it has 5.95 rounds per second. It does take sights, tactical, grips, and barrels as attachments. As for horizontal recoil, it does have -1 to 1, and vertical has 1.5 to 2.5. As for damage, it gives 47 to the head, 34 to the spine, and 25 to the arms and to the legs. Now, the AUG does come with its own Augewehr scope, which, to be honest, is one of my favorite things about this weapon. For ammunition, this does take military and also ranger, so it takes military drums, military magazines, military fragmentation magazines, military tracer magazines, ranger magazine, ranger drum, and also Augewehr ammunition. Now, the Augewehr can be found mostly in Russia and also in Germany, in military locations. As for on other maps, this can be found through airdrops. Also, on Germany and on Russia, mega zombies can drop this weapon. Now, let's compare these two weapons. So, when it comes to range, these guns are exactly the same. And also, when it comes to fire rate, they both have 200 meter range and 5.95 rounds per second. Something that I should mention is that the durability on normal servers. The durability loss per shot for the Heartbreaker is higher than the Augewehr. The Augewehr has 0.2% and the Heartbreaker has 0.25%. The attachments are the same as well, but the Augewehr can take both types of attachments, meaning that it can take military and ranger. So the Augewehr wins when it comes to that. As for ammunition, the same thing can be said. The Augewehr takes military and also ranger ammunition, so the Augewehr will win when it comes to that. As for recoil though, the Augewehr is much easier to control, only having -1 to 1 recoil horizontal and 1.5 to 2.5 recoil vertical. The Heartbreaker is much higher. As for damage, the Augewehr wins this as well. It does give 47 player damage when it comes to the head, and for the Heartbreaker, it only gives 44 player damage. So the Augewehr wins that one as well. As for finding it though, I do think that it depends on the map that you're playing. The Heartbreaker can easily be found on Washington, but the Augewehr cannot be easily that found when it comes to Russia and to Germany. Usually they are spawned in as a high tier military location. Also, zombies sometimes drop them, but they are quite rare. So the Heartbreaker, in my opinion, is easier to find on Washington than the Augewehr is easier to find on Germany and on Russia. So I do think that the Augewehr is a better weapon since it also does come in with its own scope. So now let's go over to the 1v1. Alright, so the first 1v1 we're going to go over is I'm going to go Heartbreaker and my friend over there is going to go with the AUG. So we're currently playing without attachments or mech skills. The only upside that he has is that he has an actual scope. Yeah, that gave me a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure he headshot me over there. Yep, I am 8 HP now. And I have died. Alright, so now we're going to do one with attachment. Still no mech skills though. Just attachments. And the Heartbreaker, technically, I don't know which attachments he used. Now, obviously, from this we can conclude the Augewehr does actually give much more damage. It is a much better weapon to start off with, since it does come in with its own scope as well. So now we're going to compare the recoil. I am currently with mech skills, but no attachments, and I'm just going to click my mouse. I'm not going to aim in or anything, and we'll see how the recoil is. And let's go. So as you may see, the recoil is not that bad. So now let's go with Heartbreaker. Let's get ourselves a military drum, and let's start. So I do think that the recoil for Augewehr is also better because it took much more shots from us to go from the bottom to the top, and Heartbreaker took us much less. So I do think that the recoil for Heartbreaker is harder to control. Obviously, we're talking about no attachments over here. Next, I'm going to show you guys some skins that I really like, starting off with the Heartbreaker. So the Heartbreaker, there are a bunch of skins currently in my inventory. This is my Heartbreaker that I use, which is Eye of Horror's Heartbreaker. Another Heartbreaker that I really like is the Frost Heartbreaker. This one looks really cool as well. But there are a lot more. If we go to the stockpile and we search Heartbreaker, you can see these Heartbreakers. There's ones which is Constellation Heartbreaker, which looks really nice as well. There's also the 87th Heartbreaker, which looks really cool. And another one that I am really a fan of is the Christmas themed one, which is Knitted Sweater Heartbreaker. Obviously there are more. There's Lava Flow Heartbreaker as well. Next, let's go over to the Augewehr. So the Augewehr, the only skin I have is the Silvered Augewehr. But over here, there's more Augeweers. There's the Insane Augewehr, for example, which I am really a fan of. There's also the Ghostly Augewehr, which looks really cool, especially this back here. It's actually a glow-in-the-dark skin as well. And one that I am really a huge fan of is the Vortex Augewehr. But if you're looking for a very cheap Augewehr skin, you can get yourself the Silvered Augewehr, which is actually very cheap. Which was the skin that I was using in this video. And that is it for this video, guys. I really hope that you guys did learn something new. Let me know if you guys want to see more gun versus gun videos in the future, and let me know which guns you would like to see. Make sure to check out RestoreMonarchy.com as well for full details on every single weapon, not just vanilla but also curated, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!